10 on your side is your local election headquarters. Tomorrow is Super Tuesday, the presidential primaries where 15 states go to the polls, including Virginia and North Carolina.
Super Tuesday was designed to be the day when voters decide who the Republican and Democratic presidential candidates will likely be. Our Andy Fox is covering Super Tuesday and has the intel on what two local political experts think. Andy?
Yeah, we will hear from Dr. Eric Claville and Dr. Ben Molesky in this report, and also at 6. Tonight, they predict who they think the likely Republican vice presidential choice will be, and they grade how the two presidential candidates are doing, President Joe Biden and the likely Republican candidate in a rematch, former President Donald J. Trump. Super Tuesday was designed to be the pivotal moment of presidential campaigns, and this Tuesday will be no different. We sat down with Dr. Ben Molesky from ODU and Dr. Eric Claville from Norfolk State.
I think Nikki Haley ends her official campaign at the end of Super Tuesday.
I could see her sticking around through the end of March, right? I mean, this is kind of when Donald Trump's first trial starts to begin.
Nikki Haley looking for any opportunity to be in position in case something drastic happens to Donald Trump. And remember, some key donors have already left Nikki Haley.
I think our money runs out.
Yeah.
So I think
that's post Super Tuesday. Yeah, I mean, if like she can't win a state,
yeah,
do you keep throwing, throwing money?
Assuming he's the ultimate winner and legally allowed and able to continue his campaign, who does Donald Trump take for his running mate?
Kristi Noem bandied about. That might be a very interesting candidate, as well as Tim Scott.
Noem, the governor of South Dakota, and U.S. Senator Tim Scott from South Carolina.
My money's on Tim Scott. I believe Tim Scott is the vice presidential nominee.
How would you rate each candidate's campaign right now?
Out of 10, I give each candidate a 5. Donald Trump, he's fighting many different fronts. He's fighting his legal battles, and he's also fighting the battle with his own party.
For Donald Trump, I would go slightly higher. I would go a 6, mainly because of what he's done to try to unify the Republican Party up to this point.
President Biden start to now utilize all of his legislative achievements the entire time he's been in Washington, from the Senate to now in the White House, and also as vice president.
For Joe Biden, I'd say probably a 4 at this point, just because he has so many issues that he needs to be getting out in front of, and so much of the time up to this, I don't think he's used it as well as he could have.
And they both agree there's a long way to go, plenty of time with lots of twists and turns along the way. They're also watching the possible traction of independent candidates like Robert F. Kennedy Jr. coming up at 6. They lay out what they think will happen on Super Tuesday and how that will impact the race. I'm Andy Fox, 10 on your side.